Ready for some holiday horror? Let's unwrap A Very Flattened Christmas and see if it delivers the chills.
Oh, hey, Merry Christmas! How do you find this beautiful day?
It's dead, like our dear friend on the ground. But you never give up hope. Who knows? Maybe this is the Christmas he comes back.
Good day, creepies, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am ReAnimateHer, your queen of scream. And I am so happy to be bringing you this indie review. I had the pleasure of viewing an indie horror movie that I did a reaction to, the trailer. Anyways, I am going to share with you my thoughts in a non-spoiler review. Today, we're unwrapping something a bit unconventional, a horror holiday with a twist. Yes, we are diving into A Very Flattened Christmas, where Yuletide cheer meets some seriously squished surprises. If you're in the mood for some festive frights, stick around as we unravel the chills and thrills hiding under the Christmas tree. No fears, again, non-spoiler review. I want you to go and see this film. Don't deprive yourself of this because it is fun. By the way, if you love what you see and want to support the channel even more, consider joining our membership program for exclusive perks and content. It's right down there. It's a join button if you want to help support this content, or you can check out my Patreon page where there's even more fun perks and merch to get your little hands on. All right, so let's chat A Very Flattened Christmas. This is a wonderfully made dark horror comedy that is super campy. And if you know me, you know I love campy. Now, I believe you will enjoy this. If you watch this channel and you've watched any of the films that I've reviewed, you will enjoy this as well. If you enjoy offbeat horror, then this is definitely a film for you. It is a Christmas holiday horror. A Very Flattened Christmas is directed by Shane Wallace and written by Shane Wallace and Keaton Toothman. Christmas at a roadkill collection company gets bloody as employees are killed off one by one by an evil reindeer who is dead set on killing them all. Will they figure out who the killer is, or will they be flattened? That's the question. Who thought we needed a reindeer slasher? I do. We need it. We definitely need a reindeer slasher. We have every other slasher out there. We have a snowman that likes to kill people, right? Yeah, we have a killer Santa. We have a killer ginger dead man. We have killer elves, killer toys, etc. The list goes on, but I don't think we ever had a slasher reindeer. I think it's pretty awesome. And if you know a slasher reindeer movie that I may have missed, please put it down below in the comments. Because, yeah, I don't think we have one until A Very Flattened Christmas. Now, I love the fact that this movie is made around a roadkill collection company. How friggin' creative is that? I love that. Right off the bat in the beginning of the film, I was rolling at that name. I was like, oh, it's a roadkill. What? Yeah, a roadkill collection company. Now, before we dive in any further, their budget for this film was $30,000. When I say indie, this is indie. They poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, not only their money involved in creating this film. So awesome. Hats off to you guys. Now let's chat about the film. Now, okay, this might be a little bit of a spoiler, and I promise you no spoilers, but this is really the opening credits, so I don't feel so bad spoiling the opening credits. I loved how creative it was with the snow globes and their faces. You'll see what I mean. I thought it was a very creative opening credits. I enjoyed it. That was the first thing as I'm watching it. It goes through all the beginning stuff like production company, yada, yada. And then I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. This looks promising because, you know, sometimes you can kind of tell how the movie is going to be by the opening credits, right? All right. Now, the music in this film is pretty awesome. I loved the way the music sounded, where they had the music, and when the music needed to be dread or dreadful and fearful, they pulled this off. So hats off to the music crew. You guys did a great job with that. Now, as I'm watching this, I had a familiar wave flow over me, and it's because this film reminds me of one of my favorite Canadian TV shows, and that is the Trailer Park Boys. I love the Trailer Park Boys. I've rewatched all seasons and movies probably about 40 friggin' times, and I'm already on another watching of the Trailer Park Boys, starting off with season one. I love this show. And the comedy in A Very Flattened Christmas reminded me of the Trailer Park Boys. And I was already settling in. I'm like, yeah, this is good. So if you enjoy the Trailer Park Boys type of comedy, you're going to really enjoy A Very Flattened Christmas comedy. It is a horror. It's a dark horror comedy. There's some good bloody scenes, some gory scenes, some fun kills, some creative kills. So yes, there are kills. Now let's chat characters. The characters make or break a movie. The actors make or break a movie. We know this very, very well. The characters are fun and quirky. However, I do have a least favorite character, and I'm sure when you watch this, you will dislike him too. The character's name is Rick, played by Jesse Bailey. Now, I will have to give Rick, he does add a bit of comedy to this film, and he also reminded me of Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. But hey, the acting for the part of Ricky was really well done. You made me dislike a character. You made me feel emotion. So hats off to you as well, Jesse Bailey, because that was a really good thing to do. Now, I want to know, after you see A Very Flattened Christmas, I want you to come back to this video. I want you to go to the comments, and I want you to tell me what you liked, what you disliked, and the characters. Let me know if you feel the same way for the characters as I do. Now, I do have a super favorite character. Yes, I do. And her name is Jerry Ann, who is played by Becky Jenick. I do hope I said your last name correctly. I loved this character. She is super quirky and funny. I loved watching her throughout the film. She reminded me of your typical office lady. If you've ever worked in an office, you always have that one quirky lady with the glasses. And Jerry Ann is it. I really enjoyed the acting. I was so hoping nothing was going to happen to her. I'm not saying if it does or it doesn't, but I love this character. There is one scene that I do have to find out if it's an homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre and a Gallows kill. I need to find that out, because as I'm watching, there's this kill that happens, and the way it happens, automatically TCM came to mind, TCM remake came to mind, and I'm just like, oh my Lord, I need to know if this was inspired by that. And I'm sure I will be able to ask Key, who is going to be coming on to my show, and hopefully the director, Shane, and I'm going to ask him about a few things that I seen in this movie. I also need to know, is there a meaning behind the free Hoover that is on Max Peters' hoodie? I mean, I saw that and I'm like, is that actually something? Sometimes, well, not sometimes, the majority of the times, some of the clothing that actors wear have a meaning to something, whether it's outside of the film, maybe it's a producer, who knows? But usually they always have these little nods in the movies. Sometimes the character will wear something which is a specific nod to whatever, right? I want to know. Inquiring minds. Maybe it's nothing, and it could be nothing. Now let's get to the ending. The film is bloody. The ending is bloody. It's bloody. It's gorgeous. I love it. It is a bloody film. And I really love the end credits. And you'll know what I mean when you see this movie. Also, wait, before you guys even figure out the movie is done, you need to stay till the end. You'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. Stay after the credits. Trust me. Stay after the credits. I do have to say a huge shout out to Keaton Toothman for honoring me with an advanced viewing of A Very Flattened Christmas. I really enjoyed your film. I thought it was great. It was quirky. It was funny. It was thrilling. It had a little bit of everything in this film for me. So thank you so very much for honoring me with an advanced screening of it. Ross says 3 out of 5 limbs. Go and watch it. Thank you all so very much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Like and share. Also, ding that little notification bell because that will tell you when I upload another VOD and when I go live, because I do go live here on Mondays and Fridays with some indie horror games, which I think you might actually enjoy. Also, let me know, what are your thoughts around a reindeer slasher Christmas movie? I think it's pretty friggin' awesome. Like I said earlier in this video, I don't think we have a reindeer slasher. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Anyways, my creepies, until next time, I will slash you all later. Bye.